Part 9 covers my trip from Carabella, Florida to Mobil Bay, Alabama. I stayed 4 days in Carabella as a front blew through. 2 days in the sheltered anchorage under trees with very considerate no-wake locals, and 2 days in the excellent sea quarters marina across the river. Took on fuel and water and a chart from the chandlery, and relaxed on the wide stoop with rocking chairs where the friendly locals put the wrongs of the world to right with an impenetrable dialect. Walking distance to Ace Hardware and a supermarket. Cafe with good music down the road. Still a bit lumpy as we cross St. George Sound and into the Apalachicola River. Love the name. Not as sheltered as Carrabelle River, but just as beautiful. Many shallows and dead trees to avoid. Crossed Lake Wimico as a storm built, forming a backdrop to witches' trees hung with Spanish moss. Planned to stop at the White City Freetown dock, but passed it in a thunderstorm without realizing it was there.
I missed the White City free dock. I drove past it without realizing it. It was just in the middle of nowhere. Oh well. It was 3 o'clock and we've got plenty of time. Probably need to find somewhere to throw the hook, and we've just gone 999 hours. Oh, there's the lightning. So we'll probably run over the 1,000 hours before we swing the hook. But it's good to be in an enclosed cabin. My side screens are doing a really good job. It's absolutely dry in here. Dry as a bone. Marvellous.
Engine hours past 1,000, which makes 175 hours running in 29 days, including stops, travelling about 1,400 miles at approximately 8 miles per hour. Anchored in the north prong of Wetapo Creek. Perfect shelter, good holding, and in utter peace. Woke to a beautiful dawn with wraiths of mist rising from the placid waters. I had trouble clearing the windscreen of condensation.
Shipyard at Allenton on the East Bay. The start of some decent water. Up to now it's been very skinny. Lilyville.
After Millville Industry, we passed the busy port of Panama City. Then under the West Hathaway Bridge into West Bay. The last page of my chart book coverage, so fired up my laptop again with NOAA raster charts. More detail on the NOAA charts than on the Lawrence GPS map. Oncoming shrimper without riggers lowered forced me out of the dredged channel and aground, but got off easily. Into a canal with the deepest cut I've yet seen, with dramatic soil erosion. While fiddling about below, the autopilot ran me straight onto a bank at over 7 knots. By pure chance it picked a spot with no rocks or trees, so we reversed off okay. Just can't trust that kit to hold a course for more than 30 seconds. Huge thunderstorm eventually caught up with us, and I crawled along in a cable of visibility till it cleared. Into Choctawhatchee Bay, loved the name, with visibility improving. Managed to catch and pass a trawler. Woohoo! Way to go, Free State!
We actually caught up and passed it.
Turned into the approach to Joe's Bayou, just as a squall was threatening to close down visibility while we crossed the bar.
Just over the top of the bicycle. And as I'm trying to line them up, so this rain squall is coming through. And I bet your bottom dollar it'll come just at the moment when I want full visibility.
Another peaceful night. Up at dawn and into Choctawhatchee Bay, heading west, with the rising sun gilding the wave tops. I had arranged to meet a friend in Biloxi for breakfast, and had 160 miles to cover in 2 days, so planned to break the back of it today with about a 100-mile stint. Comparing the Lawrence map to the paper-like chart on the laptop shows the laptop coming out tops for information. As we entered the Narrows between Fort Walton Beach and Santa Rosa Island, we passed under the bridge, undergoing repairs. A splendid water tower with imaginative design. into Pensacola Bay by noon and admired the USS Independence tied up in the distance. What a fantastic ship!
Doesn't look possible. But big ships go out of there into the Gulf. Something like 35 feet depth there.
Past the blue lighthouse guiding the inlet and into Big Lagoon with a sign on a bridge saying, "Welcome to Florida. We have made it to Alabama." Into the shallow Bon Secours Bay.
This is Bon Secours Bay, a branch of Mobil Bay. We're in the marked channel. We've got 7 to 8 feet of water, so we're in the deep water here. And over there it's pretty shallow. For miles and miles. Both sides. We'll take care to keep in the channel. We're a long way. There's 1 and 2 foot of water. Very shallow. We've got 6.4 feet. It's pretty shallow sailing here. That's where we're going to anchor tonight. Leave those trees and avoiding the oil rigs of Mobil Bay. Been going 12 hours and about 95 miles. So we've done well today. There's a Navy cove in there. There's a ferry terminal, so I want to keep a little way away from that. But it's southeast wind, so we'll be sheltered there. That's roughly south.
As the sun went down behind Mobile Point, I anchored in the shadow of an oil platform, having sailed just under the 100-mile target today.